What's the story, Morning Glory? What's the word, hummingbird? Well, the word is Sheree Whitfield is possibly dating Martell Holt. So I don't really want to talk about this because I don't know how serious it is. I don't know what's really going on. So I don't want to talk about something today and then tomorrow it's a completely different story. But there's these rumors going around and there's these videos that are circulating on all the blogs of Sheree Whitfield and Martell Holt, and supposedly they're seeing each other. I have no idea. I don't really even read these articles that are associated with these pictures because it's just a lot about nothing. There's nothing really actually confirmed. It's just, I just, it's just rumors floating around, right? If by any chance Sheree Whitfield is doing anything serious with Martell Holt, then Sheree, you're a hopeless cause. You're absolutely a hopeless cause because you learned nothing from Bob Whitfield. You learned nothing from Tyrone. Now you're going to get yourself entangled with a Martell Holt who I wouldn't come near without a hazmat suit on because we know how he likes to get down. And you have a fascination with men who are destined to embarrass you, basically, because I remember back in the early days of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, when you were, I think it was the very first season of Atlanta, and you and Bob Whitfield were going through y'all's divorce. And I remember very distinctly there was a hearing that you and him had to attend. And I feel like Phaedra Parks was your attorney, but I'm not sure. So you and Bob had a hearing, and however the hearing went, it went in Bob's favor. And I remember the scene when he came out of that courtroom and he was practically turning cartwheels down the hallway because he was so happy that he beat you in that case, that whatever he was requesting, he got it. You know, he won and you lost. And I remember thinking to myself, I mean, it was so childish of him to kind of like rub it in your face that he had won that particular hearing. But I do remember that. He made you look like a fool. Fast forward to Tyrone. So you were dating this guy who was incarcerated for 8 to 10 years. He gets released. You're so excited to see him because y'all been communicating all these years with him in jail. And he comes out, he makes all these promises for you. We never saw not an earlobe, not a shoulder, not a finger, not a pinky toe of this man at all whatsoever, because he had all of these restrictions of his parole. He couldn't travel here, he couldn't travel there, whatever the hell. So this whole entire season has gone by so far, and we didn't see hide or tail of Tyrone. So you and Tyrone were supposed to meet in Philadelphia to have lunch together. This man had you waiting out there outside of this cafe in the cold, paparazzi taking pictures of your lonesome self. You were out there for like, I don't know how many hours, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, waiting for this man to show up. He couldn't even give you a phone call. Someone else had to come and tell you that he wasn't coming. You were calling him, blowing up his phone, texting him. You got no response. I guess he kept you on red. I have no idea. Made you look like a complete fool. You came out of that talking about how you were going to be stronger. You didn't need no man, and you're going to try to, work on yourself, work on your business, do this, do that, this, that, and the third. Next thing I hear, you're supposedly gallivanting around with a Martell Holt. Okay, someone who probably was never, ever, ever, ever faithful to his wife, never, ever, ever faithful to his mistress. And now he's going to be, now he's going to put you on his list of has-beens pretty soon. So, Sheree, like I said, you have a fascination with men who embarrass the hell out of you. Out of all the people in the world, you chose a Martell Holt. If this is even true, I feel silly even talking about this because it may not be true, or it may be true and it's all going to end tomorrow and it's going to be yesterday's news. But either way, if this is true, God help you, Sheree. God help you. You are a lost cause if you're choosing a Martell Holt to partner with. Instead of seeing you in pictures with Martell Holt, taking selfies with him, running around in the park with him, why don't I see you in pictures at a warehouse checking on shipments of shebysheree to make sure that your clothing line is arriving in a store near you, as soon as possible? Why don't I see you promoting your clothing line, letting us know when it's going to be available, where people can purchase it, what website we can go to, what store are they going to be? Why am I not hearing rumors about your business taking off, you making money, you stacking paper? Instead, I'm hearing rumors about you and some philanderer by the name of Martell Holt. Sheree, you've had the most publicity about your brand than I think any other housewife here. Free publicity at that. Publicity that you didn't even have to pay for. You were getting paid for this publicity because you were on these shows getting paid a check, talking about She by Sheree ad nauseum. Even on seasons where you were not even featured, She by Sheree would be floating around. But we have yet to see a shoe, a pant, a jogger, a jacket, a t-shirt, a headband, a wristband, anything in any store where the average consumer can go and purchase it and pick it up. You have built up a lot of hoopla about products that no one can get their hands on. Now, in this past season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, not this past season, excuse me, in this past episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Candy was giving you some advice of, why don't you sell something, a little bit of something, and then from the profits of that, use that to try to sell a little bit more. And you were like, oh, that's a good idea. Girl, you didn't think about that on your own? That didn't come across your mind on your own at all? I think my 11-year-old could have thought of that. If you have a little bit of something to sell and you're trying to get a product out there, why don't you sell that little bit of something and then use the money from that to sell more of that something, and then take money from that and sell even more of that something? Why haven't you done that? What are you lollygagging around for? Like, what is going on? You're not the first person to have a clothing line. Can you not call someone who's had a clothing line? Because I'm pretty sure there's a plethora of them on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, on these various reality TV shows. I know you know somebody in the industry that can hook you up, that can let you know the what's up on how to sell some damn joggers. Okay, you're not selling something that has never been heard of before. These are clothes that people want to wear. So instead of seeing with you and Marta, I want to see you taking pictures with your business manager. I want to see pictures of you with your accounting team, talking about how this is going to be the best year ever for She by Sheree because the products are going to be coming out. This is what you're expecting to make for the next fiscal year. Why don't I see that? I could care less about whatever you're doing with Martell Holt, because that's going to come and go, and eventually he's going to end up embarrassing you as well. We all know what's coming down the pipeline with that so-called alleged relationship. I want to hear about your business. You have a sickening body, okay? You want to sell athletic wear. There can't be a better combination than that. A woman with this beautiful athletic body selling athletic wear. Anything to do with health and fitness is right up your alley, Sheree. You should be doing the clothing line. You should be doing exercising equipment. You should be doing exercise videos. You should be promoting. Why hasn't Peloton called you to, do an ad for them? I've seen on Peloton, there's people from TikTok that are doing ads for Peloton. Why haven't you, a household name, why haven't you gotten a call from Peloton? Because your body is absolutely sickening. I want to see you on that bike, pedaling those wheels, promoting Peloton, having a brand deal or a sponsorship deal with Peloton or something. I don't understand. Health and fitness is big right now. Everybody's into it. This is like the perfect time for you to get in, sell your product, promote yourself, be sponsored by these huge health and fitness companies. What are you doing? But instead, we're seeing you doing these videos or whatever the hell, with these selfies or whatever you're doing with a Martell Holt. Now, Martell Holt, his body is sickening too. Like you and him together partnering up and to doing something with health and fitness, that's a brilliant idea. So hopefully these pictures that we've been seeing of y'all together, hopefully it's nothing romantic, but maybe y'all are like talking business, having business meetings on how to maximize from the work that y'all are putting into your bodies. Shebysheree, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, girl. I just don't know. I just don't know. This past episode, Candy is like, girl, you've had, I don't know what she said. I don't know how she put it, but I'm going to get into it in my review. When she told you something about you've had the biggest brand with no brand or something like that, as in, the way that people know about your brand is crazy, but you have no product to produce. You have nothing to sell. Why aren't you taking advantage of all of this, Sheree Whitfield? I mean, you got housewives that are selling candles. They got their candles in Macy's. They're selling perfume. They're selling wigs. They're selling beauty products. They're selling toys. They're selling all kinds of stuff. They're trying to take advantage of this. Now, of course, these things are not going to be on the shelves forever and ever and ever and ever, but they are hitting the stove, striking the stove while it's hot because they know that the publicity won't be there forever. So they're trying to hurry up, get out there, put something out there to make additional income, and you're just lollygagging around sitting outside of some cafe in the cold by yourself waiting for some ex-con to come and meet you for coffee, and he never even showed up when you should have been sitting in a business meeting somewhere or in a warehouse somewhere, or doing a commercial or promoting something on QVC. I want to see you sit next to one of those QVC ladies talking about your joggers, talking about your athletic wear. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see you sitting outside a cafe waiting for some man to show up for coffee. Girl, please. No, no, ma'am. No, 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 no. But okay, it's your life. You live it how you want to live it. All I can say is by the end of this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, I pray to God that you're going to be making an announcement, even whether on the last episode or at the reunion. You're going to be talking about a specific date of when She by Sheree will finally be seen either in stores or online or in someone's garage or on the side of the road or somewhere. Please. Thank you so much for joining me in this quick conversation. I really do appreciate it. On your way out, please don't forget to rate the video. And if you like this content, please subscribe. And I'll definitely talk to you later.